After 50, one cheap food can help protect your muscles or quietly work against your heart. And if you eat eggs every day without knowing the difference, your body pays the price. If you want to stay healthy and independent as you age, hit that subscribe button right now. We share simple, science-backed health tips like this every single day. Over the years, one pattern keeps showing up. People over 50 often fear the wrong foods, then ignore the real problem. Eggs are a perfect example. Some people treat them like poison. Others act like they are a miracle food. The truth sits right in the middle. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what daily eggs may do to your body, when they help, and when you need to be careful. Now, before we continue, tell me your age and where you're watching from in the comments. This helps us understand who we're helping. Here's what most people get wrong. They think eggs are either always healthy or always dangerous. But your body does not work in extremes. It works in patterns. One large egg yolk has about 200 milligrams of cholesterol. So yes, that matters. But cholesterol in food is only one part of the story. What matters just as much is your full plate, your blood work, and what you eat with those eggs. Are you eating them with spinach and whole grain toast? Or with bacon, sausage, butter, and white bread every morning? A 2019 study from Northwestern University found that each extra half egg per day was linked to a 6% higher risk of heart disease and an 8% higher risk of death. That sounds scary. But then a 2020 study from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that up to one egg per day was not linked to higher heart disease risk in healthy people. So which is it? Here's the thing. Eggs are not the whole story. Your body is like a kitchen sink. One thing rarely clogs it by itself. It is the total load that matters. If you already have diabetes, high LDL cholesterol, or heart disease, eggs may hit differently. If you are active, eat plenty of fiber, and keep saturated fat low, the picture can look very different. That's why this topic matters so much after 50. Your body becomes less forgiving. Small choices start adding up faster. So what actually happens when you eat eggs every day after 50? Let's count it down. Number 5, you may feel fuller for longer. Most people think eggs only matter because of protein. But actually, one of the first things you notice may be your appetite. Ever eat a sweet breakfast, then feel hungry again an hour later? That is not weakness. That is chemistry. Eggs slow things down in a good way. They help your stomach empty more steadily. They also give your body protein and fat together, which acts like putting a heavier log on a fire. It burns longer. Not fast and flashy, but slow and useful. A 2020 study from the University of South Australia found that adults who ate an egg breakfast ate less at lunch than when they ate a cereal breakfast with the same calories. They also felt less hungry and more satisfied. In the study, energy intake after the egg breakfast was 4,518 kilojoules versus 5,283 after the cereal breakfast. Why does that matter to you? Because after 50, extra snacking can sneak weight onto your belly without you even noticing. Look, this does not mean eggs melt fat. Let me be clear, eggs are not magic, but they can make it easier to stop eating when you are full. And that matters if your goal is better weight control, steadier energy, or less mindless snacking. So how do you use this? Keep it simple. Try 2 eggs at breakfast with 1 slice of whole grain toast and 1 cup of fruit, or have 2 boiled eggs with a small bowl of oatmeal. If you wake up with low appetite, start with 1 egg and build from there. If you usually crash by 10 a.m., this may be the first change worth testing for 7 days. And please do not ruin the benefit with a plate loaded in butter and processed meat. Not eggs plus trouble, but eggs plus balance. That is the goal. Quick question. Have you been dealing with morning hunger, cravings, or weight gain lately? Comment yes or no below. Now let's go deeper, because number 4 matters even more. Number 4, your brain may get better support. Most people think eggs are only about muscles, but actually, one of their most useful nutrients after 50 may be choline. Choline is a nutrient your brain uses to help send messages. Think of it like the text message system inside your head. If the signal gets weak, memory and focus can feel slower. One large egg has about 147 milligrams of choline. The National Institutes of Health says most adult men need about 550 milligrams per day, and most adult women need about 425 milligrams per day. So 1 egg does not cover everything, but it gives you a solid start. A 2023 study involving researchers from Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology found that older adults who took 300 milligrams of egg yolk choline each day for 12 weeks improved verbal memory. That means memory related to words and recall. Not a dramatic movie-style brain boost, but a real signal that this nutrient matters. And there's more. A 2024 study from Loma Linda University found that older adults who ate eggs more often had a lower risk of being diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. The study found that eating at least 5 eggs per week was linked to up to a 27% lower risk compared with never eating eggs. Now, this does not prove eggs prevent Alzheimer's. It shows a link, not a guarantee. But it tells us eggs may be part of a brain-friendly pattern. Why might that happen? Because eggs bring several helpful pieces at once. Choline helps brain signaling. Lutein supports the brain and eyes. Omega-3 fats in eggs can help too, especially in some enriched eggs. It is like giving your brain not one tool, but a small toolbox. Practical steps: start with 1 or 2 eggs alongside foods that help the same system. Try 2 scrambled eggs with 1 cup of spinach, or 1 boiled egg with 1/2 cup of beans and sliced tomatoes. Want a fast lunch? Make egg salad with 2 eggs and plain Greek yogurt instead of mayonnaise. Do you need to eat eggs every single day for your brain? Not necessarily. But if your current breakfast is toast and jam or nothing at all, eggs may be a smarter move. But wait until you see number 3, because this next benefit shows up in a place many people over 50 worry about every day. Number 3, your eyes may get extra protection. Most people think vision loss is just part of aging, but actually some nutrients help protect the eye over time. 2 of the big ones are lutein and zeaxanthin. These are plant-like pigments that collect in the retina. The retina is the light-sensing layer in the back of your eye. Think of lutein and zeaxanthin like built-in sunglasses for your vision. Egg yolks contain both of these nutrients, and because the yolk also contains fat, your body may absorb them well. That is important. A nutrient only helps if your body can actually use it. A study from the University of Massachusetts Lowell found that older adults who ate 1 egg per day for 5 weeks had a 26% rise in blood lutein and a 38% rise in blood zeaxanthin without changes in LDL or HDL cholesterol. Why should you care? Because these nutrients are linked with protection for the macula. The macula is the center part of the retina that helps you read, drive, and see faces clearly. Have you ever noticed that night driving feels harder now? Or that bright headlights seem harsher than they used to? Your eyes are doing more work than they did 20 years ago. So feeding them matters. Here's a simple way to do it. Pair 1 or 2 eggs with colorful produce. Try 2 eggs with 1 cup of cooked spinach. Or have an egg with 1/2 cup of sautéed bell peppers and a side salad. Not eggs alone, but eggs plus color. That gives your eyes more of what they need. And no, eggs will not reverse poor vision overnight. Let me be clear. They are support, not repair. But after 50, support counts. Small support repeated daily can shape the future. But wait until you see number 2, because this is where the confusion gets huge. Before we go further, if this is making sense so far, hit that like button. It tells me you want more videos like this. Number 2, your heart response may be better or worse, depending on your health. Most people think eggs clog your arteries the second they hit your plate. But actually, your body is more complicated than that. Cholesterol in food is not the same as plaque in an artery. Plaque is the sticky buildup inside blood vessels. Food cholesterol is just one piece in a much bigger puzzle. A 2020 study from Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health found that moderate egg intake, up to 1 egg per day, was not linked with higher heart disease risk in healthy people. That is a major point. For many adults, eggs can fit into a healthy diet. The American Heart Association has also said healthy people can include up to 1 whole egg a day, and older adults with healthy cholesterol can have 2 a day. Why? Because eggs are high in cholesterol, yes, but not especially high in saturated fat. And saturated fat often has a bigger effect on raising LDL cholesterol. So what is the problem? The problem is context. If you eat eggs with sausage, bacon, biscuits, and butter every day, eggs are traveling with a bad crowd. It is like blaming the passenger when the whole car is driving into a ditch. Also, not everyone responds the same. Some people are what doctors call hyper-responders. That means their cholesterol goes up more when they eat more dietary cholesterol. You may not know you are one unless you test. And if you already have diabetes, high LDL cholesterol, or heart disease, you need more caution. Harvard also warns that people with diabetes or trouble controlling LDL may want to be careful with yolks. For people with both diabetes and heart disease, limiting to 3 yolks a week may be smarter. So what should you do? If your cholesterol is normal, try 1 egg a day for a few weeks and watch the rest of your diet. Use olive oil, not lots of butter. Pair eggs with oatmeal, fruit, beans, or vegetables. Then check your labs when your doctor recommends it. If your LDL jumps, your body is giving you feedback. Listen to it. That is the real lesson. Not blind fear, but smart testing. And now we get to number one, which may be the most important reason eggs can matter after 50. Number one, they can help protect your muscles and strength. After 50, muscle loss starts creeping in quietly. You may not see it at first, but you feel it. Getting out of a chair feels harder. Carrying groceries feels heavier. Stairs feel longer. This age-related muscle loss is called sarcopenia. That simply means loss of muscle with aging. Here's why eggs matter. One large egg gives you about 6 grams of high-quality protein. High quality means it has all 9 essential amino acids. Amino acids are the building blocks your body uses to repair tissue. Think of them like bricks and workers arriving at the same time. Your muscles need both. A 2021 pilot study published in 2022 from the University of Texas at San Antonio and Texas State University found that older women who took a daily egg white protein supplement improved protein intake, hand grip strength, and arm curl performance over 6 months. That matters because hand grip strength is not just a gym number. It is a strong marker of function and independence as you age. The tricky part is this. One egg helps, but one egg alone may not be enough for a full meal if you are trying to protect muscle. Many experts suggest older adults do better when they spread protein across the day. So instead of eating almost no protein at breakfast and a giant steak at night, it can be smarter to build steady protein into each meal. What does that look like in real life? Start with 2 eggs for about 12 grams of protein. Add 3/4 cup of Greek yogurt, or 1 cup of milk, or 1/2 cup of cottage cheese. Or pair 2 eggs with 1/2 cup of black beans. Now your breakfast becomes much stronger for muscle. This is huge if you are trying to stay independent. Muscle is not just for looking fit. Muscle is your shock absorber, your balance helper, your fall protector, your backup battery. If you want strong legs at 70, 75, or 80, you do not wait until then. You feed and use your muscles now. And one more thing, protein works best with movement, not eggs without action, but eggs plus action. Even a 20-minute walk and simple chair stands can help your body use that protein better. I'd love to hear your story. What made you click on this video today? Share in the comments. Now let's pump the brakes for a second, because more is not always better. I'm not saying this to scare you, but eggs are not perfect for everyone. If you have high LDL cholesterol, diabetes, heart disease, or a strong family history of cholesterol problems, talk with your doctor about how many yolks fit your plan. If your doctor has already told you to limit cholesterol, do not ignore that just because somebody online says eggs are healthy. Also, some people get stomach upset from eggs. Some have an allergy, and raw or runny eggs carry food safety risk, especially for older adults. The FDA says eggs should be cooked until the yolk and white are firm. After 50, food poisoning can hit harder and recoveries can take longer. So skip the risky raw egg drinks. When should you call your doctor? If you start eating eggs more often and your cholesterol rises sharply, that matters. If you get chest pressure, unusual shortness of breath, or new swelling, get checked. And if you feel confused about your lab numbers, ask for them in plain language. You have that right. So maybe you're convinced but thinking, how do I actually do this? Start with the easiest option first. Try 1 egg a day, 4 to 6 days a week. Watch how you feel. Watch your hunger, your energy, and your digestion. If that goes well, you can decide whether 2 eggs on some days makes sense for you. Budget matters too, right? Eggs are still one of the cheapest protein foods in most stores. Hard boil 6 at once and keep them in the fridge. Add 1 to a salad, slice 1 onto whole grain toast, chop 2 eggs with mustard and plain yogurt for a fast sandwich, or make a simple veggie omelet with whatever is in your fridge. If you need lower cholesterol, use a mix. Try 1 whole egg plus 2 egg whites. That gives you more protein with less cholesterol. If you want a stronger breakfast for muscle, pair eggs with yogurt, beans, or milk. If you want better heart support, pair them with oats, berries, avocado, or vegetables. Build the plate around the goal. Look, there's a lot of noise out there. Some people will tell you eggs are a perfect superfood. Others will tell you they are a heart attack on a plate. The truth is much simpler. Eggs can be a very useful food after 50 if they fit your body, your labs, and your whole diet. You don't need to overthink this. Start with just 1 egg a day and pay attention to what happens. Your body will tell you if it's working. Your energy may improve, your hunger may calm down, your breakfast may finally keep you full. And if your numbers go the wrong way, that matters too. If this helped you, hit that like button. And if you want more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed because we post new health tips every single day. Stay healthy, stay strong,